My name is Brian Brinkman. I'm the Vice President of Product Marketing at Logi Analytics. When building with components, there are a lot of hidden costs, so make sure you're aware of them before you get started. The first one is really around analytics maturity. With components, it's okay if you have simple charts and dashboards, but when you need interactivity, when you need more sophisticated requirements, you're going to be much better off buying an analytics platform that already has that built in, rather than spending time researching components, researching how to make the components work together, and even creating a significant amount of custom code to do the things that are already built into an analytics development platform. The second hidden cost of building with components is around security. With components, you have to secure each individual component. If you're using multiple components for multiple different capabilities in the application, they all have to be secured, and they all have to be secured together. When you buy and use an analytics development platform, all that security comes together at once, so it really reduces your overall development cost, and it reduces your overall risk. An analytics development platform tests always and frequently for security risks that the components themselves don't test for, because it's assumed that you'll take care of all of that. So it's much more secure, it reduces your risk, and it's much faster to manage security using a development platform. The third hidden cost with developing with components is around branding or custom look and feel. The good news with components is you can make each one look exactly the way you want. But again, the downside with that is you have to make each individual component customized and white labeled and branded to your application. With an analytics development platform, you can do all that once. You can globally theme your application using cascading style sheets or CSS, and you can make one change that gets propagated throughout all your application in one place. That saves you time and money and gives you a lot of confidence that your application will have consistent look and feel throughout. The fourth hidden cost of building with components is really around stability. When you use a number of component libraries, they are often not compatible from one version to the next, which means as you're required to upgrade your components, they may break the application and introduce bugs when you move from one version to the next. When you buy and use an analytics development platform, the platform itself is rigorously tested so that it doesn't introduce regression areas as you move from one version to the next. So it gives you a higher confidence that your application is going to work when you upgrade, and reduces the overall risk as you're adding new capabilities and features to your application. The last and fifth hidden cost of building with components is really about overall maintenance. When you build with components, you ultimately have to create a lot of code to make sure they're all working together. Over time, that code itself takes a lot of time to build, and it takes a lot of time to maintain to ensure that it's continuing to function properly. And if you have a problem with components, you pretty much are left on your own. You have to find documentation or work through support communities. There's usually never someone you can actually call if you need help or have a problem, or if something's not working, there's no way to get an immediate fix so you can continue on with your application needs. And lastly, when building with components from a maintenance perspective, you have to consider the fact that a lot of it is dependent on your development team themselves. And they may move on, they may take different jobs, they may leave your company, they may not document their code well. So the overall maintenance and maintainability and ongoing cost with keeping all that code intact is really quite high.